Now we will start and you listen arthropods and echinoderms. Echinoderms we explained from the previous lessons, and this lessons we will explain arthropods. Arthropods have segmented body with bare limbs on either side of their body. More than half of the world animal species are arthropods. Let's have an example. Spiders, crabs, insects. All these are examples on arthropods. Spiders, crabs, insects, and has a numerous animal group on Earth. The number is so large, more than half of the world animal species are arthropods. They are small and light with a hard skeleton. Has hard skeleton on the outside of the body. Hard skeleton on the outside of the body called exoskeleton. That provide and strength and protection it. Provide it by strength and
Can
protection.
you allow name changing?
What?
Can you allow name changing?
Okay. Yes. Now you can. It's okay now? Okay. Arthropods have simple but very efficient nervous systems and a good sensory systems. We are gonna do what are vertebrates? What are vertebrates? The vertebrates, let's move next slide. What are vertebrates? The vertebrates have bilateral symmetry and endoskeletons. Let's talk around fish. The fish have three classes. Jawless fish, like lamprey and hagfish, they have a flexible nerve coat. Without jaws, suck their food. Cartilaginous fish, the second, sharks, skates, and rays. They have skeletons. Made of cartilage. Now, cartilage is a material that give you air. Your air, it's stiffness. When you catch your air, it's stiffness. Now they have fins and jaws. Fins and jaws. The last, bony fish. Third kind, bony fish have nerve cord covered by bone, not cartilage like sharks. They have balloon. They have a balloon, like swim bladers. When the fish swim inside the sea. Now that allows them to floating and sinking in water. Floating and sinking in water also have moving flaps like the plane that push water into their gills. The last, amphibians. We took all this. The last, amphibians, it's a bridge between land and water vertebrates. It's a bridge between land and water vertebrates. Defined as an Animal that spends part of its life in the water and part of its life on the land. It lives between the land and the water. Most other adult amphibians don't leave the water for too long. Now, many frogs, for example, breathe through their skin as well as there. The last, reptiles. Reptiles include lizards, snakes, turtles, alligators, and crocodiles. And it's true land animals with 1-2 lungs. Now they have thick, scaly, water-proof. Open your book. Open your book, page 65. Basim Hamada. Basim,
Yes.
read arthropods. Read,
Sister, we
please.
read this. We read this, sister.
Yes, I know. You repeat to continue to the next page.
Arthropods are the most numerous animals group on Earth. More than half of the world animals
Species.
species are arthropods, including spider, crabs, and insects. Arthropods have a very
Efficient.
body plan.
Yes.
Efficient body plan. They are small and light with the
Hard skeleton. Yes.
hard skeleton on the outside of the body called an exoskeleton.
Yes.
It provides the strength and production. All arthropods have visual symmetry.
Thank you.
Arthropods
Thank
have
you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry. We explain bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry. The two sides of its body mirror each other. On each side, it's equal to the other side.
like us.
Okay. Now, Mahmoud Muhammad.
Mister, can you give us the permission to change the name?
Yes. I allow participants to rename themselves. I allow. Arthropods.
No, we can't.
I allow to you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Now arthropods. The car. Read arthropods. Read arthropods.
Arthropods are the most numerous animal group on Earth. More than half of the world.
Okay, the voice not clear. The voice not clear. Please check your phone and back. Check your phone, please. Thank you. The voice not clear. You can log out and log in. Thank you. Abdullah Muhammad. Abdullah Muhammad. Abdurrahman Yamin.
Yes, mister, yes.
Continue. Arthropods have a segmented body.
Arthropods have a segmented body with paired limbs on either side of their body. In some cases, these limbs are used as wings or claws. In other cases, their many legs help arthropods move quickly. Arthropods have a simple, very efficient nervous system and good system. If you have ever tried to sway
A fly.
a fly, you know
You know just how.
quick to an arthropod can move.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Chips Max. Rename your name, okay?
Me?
Chips Max.
Mr. When we will write in the workbook, check the
Still,
homework
I can't rename.
from 5 to 7.
I allow to you. It's alone.
No, you don't.
Mr. Who's Chips Max?
I don't know
Me.
the name. The
I
name.
Bilal.
wrong. I put my name like this.
Yes. Now.
What are vertebrates?
Yes. Read a quick check.
Mr. We'll go to what are vertebrates?
Yes, but we have to check the quick check. Okay. Have you finished on the quick check?
What are vertebrates?
Have you finished?
Yep, Mr. Yes.
Okay.
Can I read, Mr. Please?
Mr. Me, please. Mr. Abdullah Muhammad, please.
Yes, 1 minute.
Can I be Alhamdulillah?
Check your answer. Check your answer.
I finished.
Mr.
Can I read?
Can you unmute me?
I'm Bilal Hamdi.
Don't mute me, mister. Don't mute me.
Okay, but don't make noise. Okay?
Okay.
Mr. Me, please. Abdullah Muhammad.
Don't make noise and continue.
Okay.
Next page. Now we are gonna to the next page.
Mr. I'm finished. I'm writing.
Hurry up.
Very down. Activate. Mister, we have only not a lot of time because the period will finished.
Don't worry.
Chips Max.
Silent. Okay, now we are gonna to the next page.
Me.
What are vertebrates? What are vertebrates? Who can read?
Me, mister.
Abdurrahman Ismail.
Recall that vertebrates are animals that have a backbone. They all have bilateral and endoskeletons. What is this?
Endoskeletons.
Skeletons.
Yeah.
Fish.
Thank
There are
you.
three.
Thank you. You did well. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Mute yourself and lower your hand when you finished. Badr Muhammad. Badr. Badr Muhammad.
Sir, can I read?
Yes, you can.
Mr. Yasin Mahmoud.
Me, mister, I want to read.
Yes, read.
Thank you. Fish. There are 3 classes of fish. Jellyfish,
Jawless fish.
what?
I know, Mr. how to read them.
Yes.
There are 3 classes of fishes: jewels fish,
I was reading, mister.
cartilaginous fish, and bony fish, lamprey and hagfish, and jewelless fish. Instead of a true backbone, they have a flexible nerve cord. Without jewel, they are forced to stuck in their food.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, can I read? Sir, can
Thank
I
you.
read?
Lower your hand.
I can't change my name.
Mister, can I read and read?
Lower your
I
hand.
didn't read.
Lower your hand. Okay. I need.
Mister, you told me read and Yasin read.
Abdullah Muhammad.
Mister, can I read after? Can I read after?
Yes. Abdullah Muhammad now.
Bony
Shark.
fish have a nerve cord.
Sharks.
Okay. Shark, shades, and rays are cartilaginous fish. They have skeleton made of cartilage rather than bone. Cartilage is the material that gives your ear its stiffness. They have
Bird finds and
jaws.
Thank you. Lower your hand. Thank you.
Please, Mister.
Ahmed Nada.
Bony fish have a nerve covered by bone, not cartilage like shark. They have jaw and paired fins. They also have a balloon-like swim bladder that allow them to easily go up or down in water. Bony fish also have moving flaps that push water into their gills. This allows them to get oxygen while not moving in the water. Swordfish, tuna, and clownfish are bony fish.
Okay.
Can I read, Mister, please?
Okay. Now.
Mr. May, please.
1 second, I want to highlight.
Now finished.
Can I read?
No, 1 second.
Now it's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Mister, go on.
Okay.
Can I read, Mister,
I
please?
finished.
Wait.
Mister, go on.
Silent now. Silent. Okay. Amphibians.
Can I read it, Mister?
I didn't read.
Abdurrahman Yamin, yes.
Okay. Frogs, salamanders, and other amphibians bring the gap between land and water vertebrates. An amphibian is an animal that spends part of its life in the water and part of its life on land. I continue, Mister?
Yes.
A frog begins its life in water as a tadpole with gills. As in 8 minutes, the frog develops 4 legs and lungs for breath, and most amphibians do not live at the water for too long.
Yes.
Many frogs, for example, breathe through their skin as well as their lungs, so their need to say must at all times. They also return to the water to lay their eggs.
Mister, can I read, Mister, please?
Okay. Thank you.
My name is
Now,
Mr. Tamir. Can I read?
we have finished. Yusuf Tamir. We have finished.
Reptiles. There are about 7,000 different kinds of reptiles. Reptiles is a true land animal with one lung or two. They have thick, scaly, waterproof skin. Reptiles include lizards, snakes, turtles, alligators, and crocodiles. Reptiles do not generate much body heat. Instead, reptiles stay warm by sunning themselves and taking advantage of hot in.
Okay. Thank you. Reptiles to the next lesson. We will let it to the next lessons. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask. Please.
No, thank you.
Go to the workbook.
Mister, what mean arthropods in Arabic?
I didn't speak Arabic. I will tell you. Arthropod I will let you see it. Wait. Okay? Arthropod.
I
Okay,
came
thank
back.
you.
Mister,
Yes.
which page? Which page,
60,
Mister?
67,
Page
67, 67. Now have you finished arthropods?
Mister, I in the workbook, page.
Okay, in the workbook, we will
19, page 19.
page 19. Page 19. What are simple vertebrates? We answered from 1, 2, 3, 4 from previous lesson.
Now
yeah?
we have from 5 to 7 yesterday.
Yes, we did from 1 to 4.
Yes.
Now you have homework 5, 6, 7.
You made it. You let us make it yesterday.
5, 6, 7.
You make it. You made us make it yesterday.
No, no.
Yes.
What
Yes.
is the meaning
Do
Okay.
Do it. Homework. Yeah.
Mister, what is the meaning of complex?
Complex. Okay. Means having many parts. Having many parts. Yes. Having many parts.
So we don't have a lot of time.
Means complex having many parts.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Mister.
Yes. Let's watch a video now. Let's watch a video if you have finished.
No, mister, I
Yeah.
didn't finish.
Yes.
Didn't finish.
Take your time. Take your time.
Having
Don't
many
worry.
parts on.
Take your time.
No, mister, I want to check the spellings and the answers.
Where?
In the workbook.
Okay.
Mr.
the
Ali
next-
Nujum is putting the same picture for you.
to the next lesson. The next lesson we will answer the questions in the next lesson.
Mister, we didn't make the whole lesson today.
Yes. Short lesson. And in the next week, we will make a revisions before the
Okay.
quiz. Before the quiz. If you have any questions, you have to study hard in the weekend.
Okay, Mister. Mister, tomorrow we don't have science.
Okay. Tomorrow we have.
Tomorrow we don't have science, yeah?
Yes. Tomorrow we haven't.
Oh,
Happy weekend from now.
okay.
Now let's watch a video. Have you finished?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mister, we are only writing having many parts.
Watch a video from the beginning.
Hi friends! A new Happy Learning video. Today we are going to learn about the invertebrate animals. You all know that the animals are divided into two big groups. The vertebrates that have an internal skeleton formed by bones, and the invertebrates that have no bones. invertebrates are oviparous, and we classify them in 6 big groups: sponges, jellyfish, corals,
Mollusks,
worms, mollusks, echinoderms, and arthropods. The sponges are aquatic animals that are sac-shaped and the body is full of pores. It is very easy to remember this group because many times we use them in the shower for our personal hygiene. Yes, many of the sponges we use in the shower are invertebrate animals. The jellyfish are invertebrate animals that live in the ocean. Their bodies are gelatinous and have tentacles. The truth is that when they appear in the beach, it is very annoying because their tentacles have small venomous stingers that produce very unpleasant bites. Corals are tiny marine animals that produce limestone residue, which give rise to beautiful shapes. Do you know this animal? Exactly, it's a worm. Worms are soft and long invertebrate animals that move by dragging their body in the ground because they have no feet. They can be aquatic or terrestrial. There are some worms that can be harmful, and that is why we must be careful with them.
Yes.
Can you see this snail? Well, snails form part of the mollusk group. Mollusks have a soft body without legs and can also be aquatic or terrestrial. Some, like the snail, this clam, and mussels, protect the body with shells. But there are other mollusks that don't have a shell to protect themselves, like slugs or octopuses. The echinoderms are exclusively aquatic animals. Their bodies have calcareous plates that form a shell. Some echinoderms are balloon-shaped and are covered in spikes that they use to defend themselves, like sea urchins. Others are star-shaped and are of course called starfish. The arthropods are the most abundant animals on the earth. Of every 100 animals that exist, 80 are arthropods. These invertebrate animals have the body covered by an external skeleton called a cuticle. The most common way to classify the arthropods is by the number of legs they have. This way we can classify them in 4 big groups. Arthropods with 6 legs. In this group, insects like ants and flies are present. Arthropods with 8 legs, where for example the arachnids like spiders and scorpions are. Arthropods with 10 legs include the crustaceans like crabs and lobster. Arthropods with more than 10 legs like the centipede that, as you can see, has much more than 100 legs and are called myriapods. Well, now you know a bit more about the invertebrates. Bye friends! And don't forget to subscribe to the Happy Learning channel.
Okay, thank you. Now I'll open my camera. Yes. Yes.
When I was in the beach, I saw a squid, and I was.
You saw reptiles? You saw reptiles?
What?
You saw reptiles on the beach?
No, I saw a squid. When I was going to the beach, I saw a squid, so I got scared and got out of the water as soon as I saw it.
Nice. Nice. Now you have, yes?
Was watching the video, I saw a squirrel and have a big tail, and he was walking with his tail.
The worm is
Okay, now we have finished. You can discuss anything. You can ask. And the next
I want to ask how the worm is harmful.
how the worms.
Is harmful. What it do to our body?
It put poison. Maybe it put poison.
What
Worms
worm
have
have
head?
poison?
Poison like the snake. Snake has a poison.
How worm have a poison?
Maybe sometimes it has, some kinds it has. Like the ant. Some kinds of ant it has poison.
Okay.
For the revision in the next week, the weekend, study hard and be ready for the revisions. Try to study all the businesses.
Okay. I'm
Study it. And prepare your questions. We have revision.
Mr. Unmute Ahmed Nada. Mr. Unmute Ahmed Nada.
Okay.
unmute all.